ranks to hopefully get back to the man who has become his obsession, the welterweight. Detroit, 1980 WBA welterweight champion Pepino Cuevas, dispatched by the Hearns right as lightning strikes twice, and the makings of a folk hero, hitman Tommy Hearns, takes form. In 1981, a bewildered Pablo Baez was to follow the same path as Primera and Randy Shields. Won in the fourth round. The bullseye right to the chin gave Hearns 32 wins in 32 fights, 30 by knockout. 3 months later, here in Las Vegas, came one of the century's great welterweight contests. A fight that showed the style, the guts, the greatness that boxing can be. This was the 13th round. Sugar Ray Leonard, using all of his weapons, all of his form, and beginning to put together that victory over Thomas Hearns. Round 14. And Sugar Ray Leonard was in command, sending Hearns to the ropes, but the hitman would not go down. Leonard in control, firing everything he had, the uppercuts, the left hooks, the hard rights, until referee Davey Pearl demanded the hitman Thomas Hearns surrender.
Moves away, moves his head back to get out of harm's reach from a much shorter opponent. Keep in mind the fact that Tommy Hearns had good height and reach advantage. He could be asking for trouble.
Marcus Geraldo coming to the ring. He has looked his best against two of the toughest fighters there are in the business today. Mexico's Marcus Geraldo. In 1979, Sugar Ray Leonard moved up one division to challenge Geraldo, the middleweight. And to this day, Sugar Ray Leonard says this was his toughest fight. 10 rounds to a decision in favor of Leonard. But Geraldo was there all the way. Geraldo, the proven middleweight journeyman, has traveled the full distance against the now undisputed middleweight king Marvin Hagler. It was Hagler's to win, but it was Geraldo once again there all the way. In Las Vegas, Thomas Hearns, second time out as a middleweight, making his way in to fight Mexico's Marcos Geraldo. Can he do it? Can he do it by a knockout? All those questions to be resolved this afternoon here on CBS Sports Saturday as he moves by his guild.
Yes, it's going to be a tough, hard fight, I believe.
Marcus Geraldo usually comes out slow, but if he gets started, he can come on strong at the end. Ready for 10 rounds of competition.
This is the main event of the afternoon.
State of Nevada. Fight is scored on a 10-point must system. And let's go up ringside now for the introduction of the fighters from ring announcer Chuck Hall.
Weighing 159 and 1/2 pounds, here is Marcos Geraldo. And in the ring corner, from Detroit, Michigan,
wins by KO.
weighing 153 and 1/4 pounds, the former WBA welterweight champion of the world, the Motor City Cobra, Thomas Hearns. 10 rounds of boxing.
The referee, Joey Curtis, final instructions. Now, the last time that this man, if we take a look at the tail of the tape, that Geraldo was in trouble was against Hearns' stablemate, Caveman Lee, who took him out in the first round.
Well, that was more or less of a freak because Geraldo had Caveman Lee just about out, ran across to finish him, and got hit with a good punch himself, what we call a sucker punch.
Round one, Marcus Geraldo, middleweight clash for Thomas Hitman Hearns in white, Geraldo in blue.
You know, Ken, we have a small ring here, and Tommy Hearns is so tall, it looks like he could almost reach across the ring from his corner and jab Geraldo while he's sitting down.
Well, I've been with both fighters. I've defeated both fighters, and I know their weaknesses. Geraldo doesn't come out that fast in the earlier rounds. I think this is when Tommy Hearns has a great advantage as far as getting his man out of the ring soon.
How about to the body? Caveman Lee took out Geraldo with some body shots.
But Geraldo's a durable fighter. In fact, I think he just happened to catch Geraldo. Here, both fighters, they're going for the big one. They want to win. In fact, I think Tommy Hearns is motivated because he wants to fight me again.
He certainly does. Do you want to let him?
I would let Tommy as soon as he admits that there was no way he could have continued the 14th round. He's yet to admit that, Ken.
Well, Emmanuel Stewart has. He acceded to that.
Well, Tommy has a lot of pride. In fact, I sense that Tommy will win, although the longer the fight goes, the tougher it's going to be for Tommy because he's a very terrible big guy.
good left hand thrown by Thomas Hearns as he hooks to the head of Marcos Geraldo of Mexico.
You know, when Duran moved up in weight class, he lost a lot of his punching power. He found when he hit the bigger, heavier guys that they didn't go to where the lightweights did. I don't know how
Marcos Geraldo down in round number 1, trying to pick himself up. In the corner directly above us, Hearns corner at 8. He's trying to get to his feet. He's up. He's down again. It is a knockout in round number 1. The Hitman hit it.
Well, Ken, Tommy definitely needed a knockout, especially after I defeated him. The fact that it's going to help him out psychologically speaking.
Great fight for Thomas Hitman Hearns as he's back in that one-round form, which he used to have, as he blitzes Marcos Geraldo. And it is the second time that an Emmanuel Stewart fighter has taken out Geraldo in the first round. That all action to the head.
Well, that